You've brought your wife to court.
I have.
That gentleman over there, how long have you been married to him?
40 years, Judge.
Now, the thing is, Steve, in addition to your excellent work of being a teacher, you've also from time to time been a Santa Claus, correct?
I have.
You're a science teacher.
I was.
Carol?
Yes, Judge.
He's rather magical, wouldn't you agree?
On occasions, Judge.
On occasions.
Yeah.
There are some other words in between.
Yes, but I cannot say them in court.
Probably for the best. Now, how long have you been Santaing, sir?
Well over 20 years.
Now, just to be clear, in case anybody's watching, the thing is, you're not the real Santa. You're one of Santa's helpers.
I am. I'm Norfolk Santa.
You're Norfolk Santa. What time of year do you actually get booked to be in a grotto in the winter?
Well, it's starting... I mean, in the past it was quite late, but now I was first approached this year, sort of June time.
Understood. So it's about the summertime, and they want you because it seems to me that you are a respected Santa.
Well, all I can say is I've never done a Santa and not been asked to go back.
Now, here's the thing. At some point, and there is a connection, you had a holiday planned in the summer, right?
Absolutely.
Now, what holiday was it, Carol?
We were to go on a narrowboat holiday with my elderly parents in June 2016.
You were unable to perform your Christmas functions in that year. I need you to explain to me exactly what happened, please.
OK, on the night before we were going on holiday, my wife came home from work, and as is her wont, she's a wonderful wife, and she likes to get everywhere spick and span and everything if we're going away. And so she came in and she's trying to do everything and more to get things ready. And I'd bought some brassica plants.
Some what?
Brassicas, cabbages.
Cabbages.
To plant in the allotment.
Is he into his cabbages?
Not that year.
Is he always mindful about mess and dirt and that sort of thing around the house?
No, Judge.
Even after 40 years?
No, Judge.
Does he always clean up after himself and never bring dirt into the home?
No, Judge.
Goodness me. What happened?
So I made a suggestion that I might take these plants, which I thought would probably die in the greenhouse over the week, and we could go up the allotment, which got rebuffed. So I went to the greenhouse. Carol was doing something somewhere in the house, and I came back carrying small trays of brassicas.
Small trays of brassicas?
Small trays of brassicas.
Small trays. Now, sorry, how big? This big or this big?
No.
When you ask a gentleman how big something is, I can't rely on it. I'm going to ask you, madam.
That big?
About that big. Understood. Then what happened?
And I came walking in through the kitchen door and proceeded to walk through the kitchen. And unfortunately, rather negligently, my wife had left the dishwasher door open. My left foot went underneath the dishwasher, and I went flying over the dishwasher and ended in a heap on the floor.
Steve has provided me with an exact narrative, I suppose, a photographic narrative of what took place. Let's have a look. You've provided me with a reconstruction of what took place. Is this it?
This is it.
This is sort of like just pause. This is rather like Crime Watch.
I was a scientist, CSI.
Understood. You fall over. It's just for the avoidance of doubt. Is that you there?
That is me.
Did you see him on the floor, madam?
I did see him on the floor, Judge, but may I just interject here and say that that is not the exact crime scene because my kitchen was covered in wet compost and brassicas. Which I then had to clear up. His leg went under the dishwasher, he fell over, the brassicas went up in the air and went all down my freezer and all down the kitchen and on the floor and...
Understood. It was very serious.
It was.
So serious that you ended up in a bandage and, worse still, what was the diagnosis? There you are.
It's torn Achilles tendon, and I was in plaster and boot for 6 months.
indeed. And in fact, you had to go around the house on a scooter. And worse still, for that winter 2016, what did it mean for you, sir?
It meant I couldn't do the job. I mean,
Now, at that stage, it was June or July, so you didn't really have many bookings, if any. So you weren't confident of what bookings you would receive.
No.
However, the following year, 2017 and 2018, you've received your usual requests, if not more, correct?
yeah. Oh, well, I started off last year I got quite a few. This year I've had already I've got probably as many as I want, and I'm turning them away.
You provided me with, very helpfully, a letter from your consultant surgeon. He says this: during this period, he would have been unable to drive either a car or a sleigh. Don't be stupid. Stay and watch the best Judge Rinder moments. And I'm talking. Understood? Don't be a moron. Subscribe to Judge Rinder YouTube channel. Right now. That's an order.